Hey guys, Kay here. So this is going to be the first in line of a series called Software Developer Reviews, and today I'm going to be reviewing Tesla Battery Day 2020. So I just want to go through a couple of things that we knew were going to be mentioned, as well as one thing that Elon Musk spoke about, which is to me the biggest thing of that whole event. It's the most significant thing, and it's something that I picked up as a software developer that I haven't seen mentioned anywhere else. No other videos, no other articles I've seen have really spoken much about this, but to me it's the most important thing of that whole conference. So in terms of things that were predicted, that we knew were going to be spoken about, firstly was Tesla reducing price on their cars. So we know that with technology and time, technology will get cheaper over time. So if you compare computers from 30 years ago to today, you can see just how much of a big price difference there is now. And Tesla's aiming for about $25,000 for their Teslas, and that obviously will get cheaper and cheaper over time as the components become cheaper and more easy to manufacture, and as electric vehicles become more and more widely adopted, it will help drive competition as well. So another important aspect that they spoke about were the new factories, and these were in Berlin, Texas, and Shanghai, China. And we know that Tesla has raised capital throughout the year, and that capital is normally used for expanding their operations, and it's usually some sort of new factory somewhere, so that was to be expected as well. Now obviously the event itself is Battery Day 2020, so we're expecting a new battery, and Tesla's new battery is 6 times more powerful than the current one with 16% more range. So again, this kind of falls under Tesla's umbrella of improving their scalability and sustainability. And just on that topic of sustainability, they did also mention that they're looking to ditch cobalt from their cathodes, just because cobalt mining itself is not very sustainable. Now, the main thing that was mentioned during that event, which is something I haven't seen many people or anyone really talking about, and to me as a software developer, it's something that I spotted straight away, and to me it was the most important part of that whole event. And this is what Elon Musk said.
And so we had to do a fundamental rewrite of the entire autopilot software stack.
So they're just rewriting some software. It's not a big deal, is it? Wrong, very, very wrong. In order for you to overhaul your code base, your software, and rewrite it entirely for such a fundamental core part of your main product, where that product is seeing record amounts of sales, you need to be very, very confident that your cash flow, your investments, your partnerships, all of that stuff is looking prospectively very, very good in the future for you to do something like that. And the reason for that is, in order to rewrite your code base, your software, you need a lot of developers, you need a lot of time, a lot of money, and really, really importantly, what you're doing is you're rewriting something that already exists. Therefore, there's no immediate benefit to the consumers, because although from a developer's perspective, there might be some fundamental huge change, when there's a consumer and they're just looking at the product, if there's no massive change from their side, to them, there's no real benefit. Now, of course, if they've rewritten the software and they've made it much more reliable, then that will be a huge benefit. But I don't think that's the only reason for rewriting the software. There must be some form of new features that they're looking into implement in a scalable way, and to do so, they had to rewrite their software. Not many companies ever really invest in completely rewriting their software. A lot of them will continue to use their own servers when cloud is available, just because they have so much of their code base on there. It's because there's no real benefit immediately to their consumers for them moving their servers and the data elsewhere, because the product that the consumer sees will still essentially be the same. If they're in a position where they can actually rewrite their software and test it and go through all of the standard procedures that you would need to get your software into a production environment, then Tesla must be in a far, far better position than is currently being perceived. And their position being perceived by a lot of people who are not too sure on it, they're constantly comparing it as a car manufacturer, when he said himself during his meeting, Tesla produces hardware and software. They're a tech company. They're not a car manufacturing company. They're a tech company that manufactures cars, which is very, very different. It's like saying Amazon is a grocery store just because you can buy food on there. They're not really. So it'd be quite interesting to hear what you guys think and what are your predictions for Tesla. But yeah, that about wraps everything up. So thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next one. See ya.